Hey everybody, how's it going? It's stream night. Oh man, I feel like it's been a while because, it actually hasn't. It's only been a week, I guess. Now that I've said that out loud, I realize, no, actually it hasn't been very long at all. Oh, hang on. That's not supposed to be. Ooh, that's going to be a fun echo if y'all got to hear that. Hopefully you didn't hear it at all. Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. I'm doing well. Even though I just coughed up some stuff. But yeah, big improvement even from last week. The post-COVID, I think I'm clear. Hopefully there's no long COVID stuff that pops up eventually. But for now, I'm doing pretty all right. So tonight, what are we doing tonight, y'all? Let's see. We've got Kiwi in the chat. We've got Alex in the chat. Alex, big news from Alex. I don't know if he's gonna share. I realize I probably shouldn't have blurted that out. Sorry, buddy. Hey Kiwi, hey Alex, how y'all doing? Glad to hear you're doing well. It felt like a year. I guess I don't know. Did you not make it for last week? I thought you made it for last week. Did I stream last week? I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. I thought I streamed last week, but my time is just all screwed up. There's no there's no fixing it. It's just all ruined. Anywho, what are we doing tonight? You sound a lot better. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm also glad to hear it. So what are we doing tonight? As the title says, we're going to be doing some video game UI. So we're going to be picking up from where we were last week. I did make a few extra changes after last week, but not a ton. But I have a better direction this time than I did last time. So that's good. I'm excited. So we're going to be picking up on Debug, the game that I've been working on for a few weeks now, based on an older game that I developed with Ian, Fetchbot. Yeah, it's a Tetris-inspired puzzler game that I think is honestly a lot of fun. Playing with some automation stuff, not Automata, not Life, but just automation, pathfinding mostly. Anywho, what do y'all think? Should we just dive on in? Oh no, we shouldn't dive on in. We should grab a fortune. Let me grab the bucket. Haha! There's still so many cookies, y'all. I did the math recently based on the number of fortunes that I've had. So I think I've been saying for a long time that I ordered 400 fortune cookies several years ago, or 2 years ago, I guess, almost 2 years ago when I first ordered them. It was 300 cookies, substantially fewer, right? I know. So I actually only ordered 300 cookies, but I've only opened about 100 of them. It's been 2 years. To be fair, 1 year of that was on hiatus. So I guess I ate about 100 cookies, or opened 100 cookies in 1 year, because there were definitely several of them that I didn't eat because they were not suitable for human consumption. Those things can't taste very good at this point. Oh, they super do. Actually, they still taste just fine. Some of them are definitely stale. But most of them are pretty tasty still. Like, they've been in the plastic wrappers, and I mean, they're not they don't show any signs of deterioration, so there are a few of them in here that I've found the bags have popped open, I guess under the pressure of all of the other fortune cookies, literal hundreds of fortune cookies on top of them. But yeah, I just tossed most of those out. Save the fortune, toss out the cookie. But we've got a cookie to open. Also, I know I mentioned this back when I was streaming on Twitch, but I'm really excited because I've got this idea I want to do so that rather than just I pick the cookies, I want to set up a claw machine game with cookies in it, and I want to set it up so that come up with some version of channel points that we can use through a bot here on YouTube or whatever, and then you can redeem those, and the bot will send you DM you a link that you can use, and then you go to that link, and it'll just be a web interface where you can actually use the claw machine game, and you can pick the cookie. I really want to do that because I just want to be. I want to be in the middle of something during the stream, and all of a sudden this robotic arm starts moving around behind me, and it just holds it right up to my face. Oh man. I'm sure that after a few times it's gonna get real annoying, but I still want it. Okay. Oh, it's already broke. This one's already broke. We might open a second one because this one's already broken. So let's just read the fortune. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is a duplicate. I know this is a duplicate because I've gone back and read through literally every single fortune that we've opened, and I found 3 duplicates. Out of the 100 that I've opened, I found 3 duplicates. This is number 4. But I did that so that I could get them into the fortune database for our bot on the Discord. Most over-engineered stream redemption system ever. I love it. Yeah, right? Would that not be so much fun? Absurd. Absolutely absurd and so much fun. You should do it with a Discord bot because you can't DM through YouTube. Yeah, I could probably come up with something. I'll come up with something. Maybe you can redeem it on YouTube and it'll just post the link. But then you have to sign in with YouTube, with your YouTube account or your Google account to be able to actually use it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Our fortune. They are never alone who are accompanied by noble thought. That's a thinking one. It's a thinking one. I don't know that I trust this cookie, though. Oh, no, this one's good. It still tastes good. But we are going to grab a second one. Receive via email. Okay. Let's see. Let's find one that's not already broken. Oh, this one's in really good shape. Okay. All right. I just imagine you waking up at night to a whirring machine noise from the office. Fortunately, there are 2 floors between me and the office, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, you ready for this cookie Foley? Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Here's our fresh, non-duplicate fortune. Things are turning for the bright side. Maybe that means that we've got a good thing ahead of us for the stream tonight. That's what I'm assuming. Okay. All right. So with that out of the way, let us go ahead and start up the stream. All right. Let's do some dev, y'all. Uh-oh. Just unscrewed part of my microphone on accident. That shouldn't be a thing. Okay. Oh, I've got my tea as well. Can't forget. Actually, I can. All right. Get that out of the way there. Okay. So, the state of the game so far. Also, am I really quiet? I'm pretty far away from the microphone right now. I imagine I'm probably pretty quiet, but I figured I'd check. Because I like having it farther away from me. So, let me know if this volume is good or if it's too quiet. All right. So the state of the game so far, I'm going to refresh and we're going to start it from scratch. All right, we have a loading screen. This guy sort of shoots over here. Everything slides in from the left for the menus. I can hit continue. Things slide in again. Don't love that. Don't love that. I don't want that to happen. Sound fine to me. Ooh, I sound fine. Okay. So I don't want that to happen. So the plan right now is I'm going to refactor the app tonight, refactor the UI. So instead of having like one big scene for every slice of the game, we're going to have one layout, and the contents of that layout will change depending on the scene setting, which honestly, like, I don't love, but if I want to get the animations working right, I have to do that. Oh, I should probably open up the right code editor, huh? Code. Bloop. There we go. Okay, so let's go to, let's see, what have we got? We've got so many things right now. The button has received a bunch of stuff. Okay. So we're going to go to the app. The reason we're going to go to the app, actually, let's go to the scene manager first. Yeah, so that gets pulled. Okay. So the way that it works right now is that the app component is sort of our top level component, right? That's what gets rendered. That, like, everything is a child of the app component. Inside of the app component, we have our whole pixel container. What that does is does some calculations based on the size of the screen, and it like adjusts to make sure that the pixel width of the view is always a whole number, because we like scale things up based on the current UI scale value. So there's some magic going on there. But yeah, okay, so we've got our whole pixel container, which we don't really need to worry too much about. That works. It has been working for forever. I'm not worried about it. The scene manager is the thing that we're going to sort of adjust here. And that's because the scene manager is always there. Why? There we go. Okay. So the scene manager has a list of components, and those components are rendered depending on what the scene is set to in the current global state. And so it renders the whole thing. Now, the problem with this is that it means that when I hit like new game, this takes me to the load or the map select screen. Oh yeah, wait, that doesn't seem right. Okay, load game takes me to the load save screen. New game or continue takes me to the map select screen. So we've got a bunch of saves here. So the problem is that like everything here unmounts when I change scenes, and then the new scene remounts. The reason that's a problem is because it won't like wait for child components to unmount first. It'll just unmount everything. So I think the last thing that I was working on is I had some wonky stuff that I was doing to like do an animation. Let's see if I can find it. Where was it? In the button stack that I was doing it? I think maybe maybe it was in the left panel. Just gonna see if I can find it, and if I can, then we'll sort of go on from there. Scene, it's not on scene. These, I think it might have been in the settings scene or the title scene. Here, let's just look at what's changed in these. So that one is adding animation properties to a button, which should stay. This one is handling wrapping buttons with animation values. This one is just not memoizing, abstracting a component. This is also just adding some animation values. Yeah, that's updating the way the scene manager works. That's not doing anything special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Okay, so I might have not actually done the things. Oh no, here we go. I found it. Okay. This is what I was working on. Title scene. So what I had set up was basically we would use a special method on our transitions so that when an animation was done, it would basically call back up to its parent to say, hey, I'm done with the animation, and then whatever animation needs to happen after that would happen, or it would just allow remounting. I'm going to ditch that because realistically, it's just so much extra effort that it just doesn't need to happen. It just doesn't need to happen. That's the real thing. So we're going to ditch some things that don't need to be here. I might actually just ditch most of this work. Let's see. Those can all stay because they've got keys and IDs. So we'll actually keep that stuff. Means I need to add left panel. Let's see, button. Those are adding animations. That stuff can stay. Should stay. Button stack. I think I want to keep this. I think we'll just leave it in untracked for now. And then this is adding animation properties to panels. Ugh. Honestly, I lied. We're just going to revert a lot of this. We're going to ditch so much stuff. Is changing scene. Yeah, all of this can go. Let's just pop all these off. Let's see, left panel. That one needs to stay. That can go. That can go. That can stay. No, it can go. Is centered. Whether or not. Okay, yeah. That can go too. Okay, and then left panel, I think, stays. So, let's see, left panel. Do we actually use left panel anymore? Anywhere in the app? Nope. Okay, we don't use left panel anymore. So let's just get rid of left panel too. We're basically going to ditch a ton of work because I'm going to go a completely different direction. And that direction is basically, instead of a scene manager, like one big scene manager, we're going to have our layout. I mean, we really don't need like a separate layout component to manage this stuff. The stream where Trezzy deletes the entire game. Don't joke about that. That'd be awful. I'd die. Oh God. I don't know what I'd do, but it wouldn't be good. It'd be very unsettling. I'd be very sad. Speaking of unsettling, did anybody else watch the Moon Knight premiere last night? Because I did, and I loved it, but also like very horror movie-ish. Like the first episode, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just like they take a lot of cues from like classic horror movies, and it's like psychological thrillers and such. It's very good. It's very good. I was a big fan. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is like left panel, and then center panel, and then right panel. Okay. And so these three components will all have, I guess I need to do them individually then. They will all have some handling inside of themselves to manage like what needs to be rendered depending on the scene. Which I hate. I just want to point out, I really hate this version of it. But it's kind of like, that's just the best way to do it. So, okay. First thing we're going to do, left panel.jsx. export function left panel. Take some prop. No, I don't think we need props because we're gonna do everything in here based on state return div. Bloop. What are you griping about? Missing JS doc. Okay, whatever. So we'll do a JS doc. We don't need a returns, but the description will be component. Hang on, what are my other component descriptions? I guess just renders is just fine. Okay, renders the game's left panel. That's like the worst JS doc description ever, but here we are. And this is griping because there's nothing in it. Okay. What do you hate about it? It seems like a pretty standard way to structure something like that. I hate it because the way that I've got it set up right now is a lot more graceful. Like it's just, I want a better way to say, hey, we're unmounting, so tell all of the children to perform their unmount operations first, and then their parent can unmount, and then that thing's parent can unmount, and then that thing's parent can unmount, right? I want them to have that opportunity to like react before they unmount, but there's not a good way to do that without like props drilling, like passing just an absurd number of callbacks down the component stack, with the way that it's structured right now. Because it's like in the way that I've got it right now, my scene manager is just one scene manager thing, right? Whenever the scene key changes, it changes the entire like parent component that's being rendered, and that is super graceful. Like it's super simple, right? Everything just changes at once, which makes a lot of sense to me. But like, because I want more granular control of the animations, I can't do it this way. Or I can, but like getting granular control of the animations is just as complex, or is just super complex and really painful. So that's the short version. Okay, so what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna say we've got a loading scene. Loading game scene. That's this right here. Okay, so we're gonna say we're gonna jam this stuff into here. Okay, we've got our current scene now. So what we can do is say if current scene equals what is it? Is it just loading game? Yep, loading game. Oops. Then we'll render the scene inside of it. Okay, and now if so that means we also need to import. Wait, yeah, need to import all of these as well. Okay. And then I need to import use effect from React. Oops. Three, four, five. Okay. I think that will cover it there. So now, yeah, we also need to do the scene check up in our use effect. If current scene equals loading game, then we'll do this timeout. Otherwise, we don't want to do it. Okay, so what should happen now is when I refresh, it should pull up the loading scene, and then after 2 seconds, it should just go back to black. Perfect. That's what I expected. Okay. I mean, not perfect. I don't really like it. Like, I don't want it. But it's what's happening, I guess. I don't know. All right. So I think we can actually get rid of the scene stuff because we're not doing anything special in the scene. It's just a main with the class name scene. So, yeah, we can actually ditch the scene to just do this as a fragment. And we'll do a main element to wrap it all. Whoops. Oh, what do you go? Oh, I didn't close the tag up here. Whoops. Okay. What's the problem? ... expected? What did I miss here? Something tells me you don't like this approach. Just a feeling I have. Oh, yeah? It's weird. That's a weird feeling that you have there. Oh, current scene needs to get added to this now. Good call, ESLint. I'm so glad I got ESLint set up and working properly in here. Like, it's been so helpful. Okay, so we've got... Oh, everything seems fine now. What? Okay, sure. Sure, why not? Okay, now we want to say... If current scene does not equal loading game, then we'll basically render all of these instead. So that makes plenty of sense. We're going to need a fragment to wrap them. Okay. And then we've got our left panel component here. And so here we go. For that. And then we'll import that left panel component. Okay. Now there's nothing in it, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and grab the, let's see, the title scene is where it starts. We've got a panel right here. And inside of that panel, we've got all of this stuff. So we'll just pull that whole thing into here for now. And we'll need to get all those imports as well. Whoops. Three, four, five. Okay. Get rid of game title. Well, we'll want use store. We don't need it right now, but we will. Okay, there's a panel. Has saves is a thing that comes from our title scene. In fact, we're gonna need all of this. Whew. There's a lot of stuff to copy over. Okay. And then here we can change all of these to single dot and just get rid of it there. Okay, so now left panel should do its thing. The other thing that we're missing here, though, is that we need the panels layout. Let's see. Where's it go? It goes in app. That's where it goes. Okay, I'll get there. Okay, we need to get that imported. Okay. We should be able to get rid of the ID from panels layout because we're not actually doing anything important with it now. Let's see, am I using that class? Because the only thing that the panels layout is actually doing anywhere right now is handling, like, wrapping with a class. And I don't think I'm actually using that anywhere. So we can probably save another component, layout and panels. And instead of this, we'll do this. Layout, panels. Okay. Then we can get rid of that guy because we're not using it anymore. Hey, there we go. Well, that's not. That's not exactly what I wanted. Okay. What? So if it's loading game, then show this stuff. If it's not loading game, then show this stuff. But for some reason, it's getting squishied. Huh. Okay, let's turn off the use effect for now, so it won't actually kick us over to the title screen and figure out why this is being wonky. It's because it's wrapped in a scene, and I'm betting the loading game scene did not. No, it did wrap in a scene. Loading game did have a special class as an ID. It doesn't use that for anything. Oh, I'll bet it does, though. I'll bet it does. Scenes, loading game. Yep, there it is. Found it. Okay. So I just need to add this ID. Yeah. To scene. Let's do const main element class names equals use memo. We'll memoize the classes in here. Let's see, we need to make sure this is coming from the right import. Okay. So we got used memo. We're going to use it down here to memoize a class. Oh, I need to import class names as well. Import class names from class names. And then use it in here. Class names. Just return that. Let's see. It'll be scene, and then loading game if current scene is loading game. Okay, and we're gonna get current scene added to the things here. There we go. Now, instead of that, do that. Okay, and so that should update if current scene changes. But for now, oh no, it's still not going to work, which is okay. It's because this is an ID and that is a class. So I'm just going to change it to a class because why not? Loading game scene. There we'll do dot scene dot loading game. Yeah, there we go. Now it's styled appropriately. Actually, I can. I can do this. Let's see, let me just flip over to my stuff here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. Oh, I've got some tech neck going on. I need to fix that. Okay, so now we can restore this use effect. Let's refresh and see what happens. Okay, cool. There we go. It just sort of transitions, which is, for the most part, that's what I want. So let's create center panel as well, which is going to be basically the same thing as left panel. Actually, it's going to be quite a bit different from left panel, so never mind. We'll do center panel.jsx, export function, center panel, return, div. Okay, let's just grab the JS doc from there. Okay. We can come back to the app. We can also close the scene manager. I really don't need that open right now. Or the title scene. I lied. The title scene I do need open. Panels layout can go away. Loading game. Left panel. Okay, all those can go away. Now we're going to get the center panel imported. And then used. Just uncomment it. Okay. Now I've got a center panel coming in. So let's twirl this up. This is our center panel. So I need to import panel and game title. 5. Okay, that should be good. Hey, there we go. There's our title screen. Yeah, and that guy's doing its thing again. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, now, the next thing I want to do is I want to create my right panel, but my right panel is actually not going to do anything at all right now. And that's the way I want it to be. So export function, right panel. Center panel renders the game's left panel. What? No, it doesn't. Oh, because I didn't change. Okay. I got you. I see what you're getting at there. All right. Return. It's just gonna be div. Actually, we're just gonna return null for now. Even better. Okay, there's that. Now we can come to the app. We can import right panel. Uncomment that. Okay, everything should still work correctly. Perfect. Okay, now if I press any of these, it's technically changing the scene, but we're not reacting to anything other than loading game scene type right now. So we're going to go into our left panel. This is the first thing we're going to do. We go into left panel. Let's say, oh, there's so much stuff going on in here. I think I need to wrap this stuff into, actually, here's what we'll do. I like this. Okay, we'll do title, scene. We'll just do title for a directory, and then we'll do left panel.jsx. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Export function left panel. Oops. Okay. And then actually, I don't love this naming, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's left panel contents, not just left panel, because we're actually not going to change the left panel component. Like, the left panel component is not going to be in there. This is just the stuff that renders inside of the left panel component. So if we go back to app.jsx, or no, sorry, to where to? Left panel. To our left panel, not our meter. Close the meter. Okay. So left panel contents I need to import. but I need to import it from /scenes/title/ left panel contents. I had to do a similar naming thing with my podcast player, and I hate it. Yeah, it feels dirty. It feels dirty. I don't like the name of it, but I'm going to work with it for now. It's fine. We're in left panel, which is in here. Scenes, title, left panel. Oh, right. Because I need to update the component name. And then return. We're essentially going to take all of the stuff that's in here, except for the panel and the header. So we'll do left panel contents. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. I don't want to take all of it. I just want to take most of it. So let's pop that on into there. Okay, let's grab imports. Renders the contents of the left panel for the title scene. Okay, so these actually do need to be is that right? I think that's right. Oh no, I need one more. Okay. There we go. Left panel contents I don't need because this is left panel contents. I don't need panel, but the rest of it should be good. Yeah. Okay. Then I can get rid of that and that. I can get rid of all this stuff because none of it's being used. I can fix the fact that there are spaces here when they should all be tabs. Let's make sure that that's fixed over here too. Should be already from the copy paste, but who knows. All right. So not too shabby. Now we want to get current scene. It's pretty much the only thing that I want to use from the state in here. So we'll just get rid of all the rest of this. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be current scene equals title. I think that's it. Scene manager. Just title. Yep. Then we render. Okay, so I'm actually going to need to go even further and rename it title left panel content or title scene, maybe. There we go. What's your problem? What are you complaining about? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, because it's title. All right, whatever. Fine. Fine, I don't care. All right, so there we go. Now, I can also get rid of these. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, everything still looks right, but if I press settings, then the contents of that left panel should disappear. Success. Okay. So that is, surprisingly, what I want. Okay, so we've got left panel, current scene, yeah, title. Okay, so now we're gonna go steal. Let's see, let's do. We've got loading game. Let's do settings next because I can get to the settings really easily. Whoops. I want to go to left panel. I can actually close most of this. So we're gonna go settings scene, and we're also going to create a new scene here called settings, or a new scene folder called settings, and then left panel contents.jsx. Okay. And here, I'm just gonna copy the whole stinking thing. That seems like the easiest way to get everything to do what I want it to do. Okay, and now I can get rid of all this and this. And it's just a button stack, so I can just leave that and delete the rest of this. Whoops. There we go. And get rid of irrelevant imports. There we go. Now we've got, now we've got the settings one. So let's do the same thing for that in the left panel. So we'll do settings scene. The title will become settings. I need to update the name of the function that's being exported. There we go. It actually does have that now. Just throwing that out there. Left panel contents. I see it right there. It's fine. I'll just close you and reopen you, and I'm sure you'll not. Nope, you're still broken. Okay, cool. Well, let's just see. Let's see if it stays broken or. Oh yeah, that's broken. Okay. Import not found. Left panel contents. Oh. I did that in 100% the wrong component. There we go. All right, let's update the JS doc description here. Contents of the last panel for the settings scene. Now if we refresh, there we go. That moves over to the right. If I go to settings, hey, it updates. Yay! Yay, progress. Okay. Woo. So we're getting there. Now the fun thing is that I'm going to have to do all of this same work for the center panel to render all of the scenes that I've got for the center. But it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Left panel contents. For the title scene. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is let's just mark some of these off as I get them done. Okay, next one, let's do save select. So let's just grab this whole thing. We'll do folder, save, select, new left panel, contents, .jsx. Just dump all this in here. Okay. So here we can get rid of all this stuff and just leave the button stack. Get rid of these completely. Maps doesn't get used anymore. Handle load click doesn't get used anymore. Save manager and go to map select don't get used anymore. Hang on, what? Why doesn't go to map select get used? Oh, because those get used in the center panel. Got it. Got it. Just not necessary here anymore. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got left panel contents. For the settings scene, or for the save select scene. We already did the settings scene. Okay. If we go to our left panel, and we'll do save select, save select. Let's see. Nah. There we go. All right, so I think if I go to load game, yeah, there we go. Statistics and all that jazz. That's what I want. Yeah, statistics, settings, main menu. There we go. Making progress. Okay, so I've got save select in here. Let's do the loading. Yeah, the map select. Map select comes next. All right, let's do a new scene folder. Map select.jsx. No, not JS. In fact, I don't need .jsx. This is a directory. Left panel contents.jsx. Okay. Once again, let's fix imports. Let's get rid of unnecessary componentry. For these that aren't being used. Mapped maps can go away. Load map can go away. Go to loading map can go away. Okay, cool. So now we should be able to, still need to update this. Left panel contents. Okay, then let's update the JS doc. For the map select scene. Left panel will do map select. Map select up here. Let's get that done as well. What's the dealio? Oh. Right, because that comes before P. Let's just move these down here and give them a space so that they can all just get imported together. Just to make it easier. Okay, so let's refresh. And let's see, we've got load game. Main menu, continue. Hang on. Is map select the same as save select? It is. Settings and main menu. It's basically the same thing. Okay, there's things here that I can get rid of that I missed. Otherwise, yeah, it is the same scene. Let's just copy this contents over here. So those match up. Actually, let's just copy the whole thing over. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it this way for now. Hopefully I will remember and come back and dedupe this stuff later. I may not actually need to, but we'll see. Okay. Scene manager. Map select is done. Now let's do loading map. Loading game is also done. Let's do loading map. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. New scene folder. Loading map scene. Left panel contents.jsx. Okay. Left panel contents. I'm sure this is exhilarating stream content. I definitely didn't think about how monotonous this was going to be before I started on it. Hopefully it still helps somebody. And also there's literally nothing in the, the loading stuff. So we'll just return null from this one, I guess. At least for now. Mostly because, like, I don't know if maybe eventually it's going to be a thing. Oh, load map needs to happen. No, it doesn't. That's going to be part of the center panel. I have decided. Arbitrarily. Okay. The loading map scene. There we go. Back to the left panel, we'll do this is going to become loading map. Okay. So we don't have any way to actually see that one yet. So we're just going to skip like testing it. Call it good. Okay, and now last one, we've got the play scene. For the play scene, I mean, it's going to be the same as the rest of them. So play, new left panel contents. Nope. Nope, that actually is supposed to be a JSX. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Get rid of all the excess here. Okay, we don't need the map, apparently. Need to fix all of the imports. Get rid of the unused imports. Okay. And then, oh, still need to do this part. Left panel contents and JS doc for the play scene. Okay. Let's set that up in the left panel here. Oh, that's not right. Loading map. Play. I still need to actually import it. Okay, so we should have all of the left panels working now. So next up is center panels. I can uncomment all these because I'm going to have to do it for all of them again. Okay, so first up, we will do title scene, new file, center panel contents.jsx. Let's go to the title. Actually, we can pull it straight from not left panel, but from title scene, I guess. I don't actually know how much of this I'm going to need, so let's just go straight to literally just game title. That's the only thing that gets used here. None of the store stuff gets used. Okay, and then this is going to be center panel contents. Okay, let's come over to the app. No, not the app. To the center panel component. There we go. Yep, and that's this guy. So we need to import center panel contents from ./scenes/ what is it, title / center panel contents, and it'll be as title scene center panel contents. Now we'll do current scene equals Title. That's prints. Then render this. All right, that's the same way that I'm doing in the left panel. Yep, same thing. Cool, 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 cool. I need to pull current scene stuff in here, which means I need to import use store. Ugh. Okay. So here's where things are going to get tricky. We have, for our center panel, the panel is always column span 3. But the center panel won't always span 3 columns. So we'll have to do like some special handling just for the play scene, where there's supposed to be a right column. So I'll get around to that, but that might be kind of wonky. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Let's just move on through it for now. I'm not going to spend too much time. I do want to open up left panels so that I can use the JS doc here for the contents of the center panel for the title screen. Okay. Cool. And so we'll basically do the same thing for all the rest of them. There's the title scene. Let's do save select scene next. Save select. We'll do center panel contents .jsx. Let's see. Okay. Fix all the imports. Center panel contents. Okay. Get rid of everything up to here. We'll need a fragment to wrap it in. Okay. We can get rid of go to title and go to settings. Otherwise, we're good there. Map to maps. Okay, get rid of the unused imports. Okay. Let's grab this. JS doc. Contents center panel for the save select scene. Let's go back to center panel. Save select. Okay, now if we go to load game, we should see, yes! Now, the contents is wonky, and I already know why that is. The problem is that in our save select scene, the original version, if I open this guy up, we have, not that, in our center panel, nope, it's, well, that was wrong. I guess it's this. This should have been save select, but whatever. It's map select ID on the scene. That's the problem, is that we don't have that now. So, let's go to SAS, scenes. Did I do this in components? Like a silly Billy? Okay, maybe that's not the thing that did it. Okay, so this is definitely wrong because the title should be at the top left and all of these should be aligned like just underneath it. But clearly they're not. So why not? What's the dealio? Huh. Panel bottom, load save. Let's see. Let's just stash stuff and see what styles had it doing. This. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. So we got panel span 3, layout panels, map select scene. Okay, so it'd be this guy. But I don't see any styles that would be handling this. Huh. Okay, let's pop our stash. Also, just a quick reminder for anybody that's hanging out right now. If you haven't already, go down underneath and make sure you hit the like button. Helps me out a lot in terms of growing the channel. The more I grow the channel, the more people come hang around. The more people come around, the more fun it is for me. And I'm sure the more fun it is for you as well. So, go hit the like button. Help me out there. It's free. It's free. Just we're a little over halfway through the stream tonight, so I figured I'd toss that in there. Okay, we're back to this. And, oh, it's got an is centered on it. Where's that coming from? That's on the panel that's in the center panel. It's coming from right here. Okay, so that might be problematic as well. Yeah, if I get rid of that, it goes away. But if I go back to the main menu, then that title is going to be messed up. And this is the kind of stuff that made me not want to go down this path. Because, like, I want to share as much layout as I can to make this work, but it means that in some components that, like, should not care what scene they're rendering, they have to be concerned about the scene. So, is centered equals, do an array dot includes current scene. In fact, we'll do const is centered equals use memo current scene changes. Then we update this. Turn. Okay, so this will be title and a few others, but we'll just work with title for now. So use memo. I need to import from React. And is centered will be is centered. Great. Okay, so now we're on the main scene. If we go to load game, yay, everything works. Everything works. Let's see if there's anywhere else that we're using is centered on a panel. Panel can receive it. Timer can receive it. Play scene uses it for the timer. Title scene uses it. Okay, so no, we should be okay. It should just be if it's the title. So we can even get rid of this and just do current scene equals title for now. I'm gonna leave it in there. I already wrote it. Might as well save it. Might be useful later, maybe. And because we're memoizing it, it shouldn't be performance hurting. Or it shouldn't hurt our performance. Hockey day. There we go. Okay. So we've got our save select, we've got our title scene. Let's go ahead and get some more center panels done. All right, save select, title scene. Let's do settings next. Settings, new file. What? Center panel contents.jsx. Okay, let's get rid of everything other than the center panel. We will need a fragment to wrap the stuff. Eventually we won't, but for now we do, because there's basically nothing happening in here. Current panel. Oh, huh. This is stuff that we're gonna have to move into the global store that I really don't want to, because like it just doesn't need to be there. Okay, current settings panel. State dot go to settings panel. I guess we don't need that one right now. We need current settings panel. Settings panel. There we go. Get rid of this. I guess we can get rid of go to title. That doesn't need to exist either. Okay, we can get rid of like basically all of the imports. Okay, except for use store. Now we're gonna move this into use store, or into the store. Okay, so we've got a current settings panel. It's gonna be by default. What is it by default? Graphics. Okay. We need a method for go to settings panel. What? GraphJix. Okay, let's see. Convert milliseconds to stopwatch string is very descriptive. I mean, you've seen the descriptive names that I do. Like, I don't mess around. What convert query parameters to object is another one. Like, I don't mess around, man. My method names are long and they are descriptive, and they shall always be. Okay, go to title is gonna come down underneath this, and these are both gonna come down underneath here because they were previously not alphabetical. Yeah, okay. Now go to settings panel. That's the next thing we're doing here. Panel. Let's say current settings panel. Panel name. Oops. Hang on. Is it? Yeah, I guess it's fine. Panel name. Okay. Change settings panel. Oh. At param panel name is a hang on. It's a string. The name of the panel to change to. It's not just a string. We know exactly what they should be. So it's graphics. What else? What are the other ones? The other ones are... Where'd the settings panel go? I thought I had it up. Settings, scene, here we go. Accessibility and sound. There we go. They should not be commas, they should be pipes. Okay, accessibility, there we go. All right, very specific. Now we've got a method to handle this, and we need to go into the settings left panel contents, make sure that we're pulling that in. Yeah. It's going to come from use store. Oh, which we do already have here. Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna be go to settings panel. Okay, cool. Oh, need to bring in the current settings panel as well. Settings panel. That's what we'll use down here. There we go. Okay, so now should be able to get rid of use state import, and otherwise the settings page should all work. So debug, go to settings, go to sound, accessibility, graphics. The thing is, there's nothing showing up over here, and there should be. Oh, because I need to come to the center panel and actually get that working. Center panel is going to settings. To update the name of the export, we can get rid of all of these because none of these need to exist. We also need to update the JS doc here. Settings scene. Panel. Okay. Let's refresh and see where we're at. Settings. Okay, we've got graphics. Sound, accessibility, sound, graphics, accessibility. Yay! All works and back. Takes me back to the title screen. All right. Oh, man. If this whole stream is just refactoring and I don't get to any of the cool stuff, I'm going to be so disappointed. Like, I'm trying to hurry through it, but man, it's so dense. It's so dense. All right, settings. Took a lot. Let's do the play scene next. Action-packed refactoring stream. I'll have to change the name. Oh, boy. Okay, the play scene is up next. Let's grab all of this, and we'll do play center panel contents .jsx. Okay. Get rid of all the unused stuff. Need... Oh no, that's the right panel, actually. I don't need that stuff. I need this stuff. Okay, yeah, it's literally just the canvas. Get rid of all the other componentry. Don't need map or map select. Okay, just rid of basically all these imports. Okay. That seems good. Center panel contents. And then we can grab, from here, grab the JS doc, the play scene. Let's get that added in here. Okay, we can go on to the next one, which will be map select. Center panel contents.jsx. Fix the imports. Let's come on down here to the componentry. Okay, so it's just this. We need a fragment to wrap it with. Oh, gosh. Nose is so itchy tonight. Okay, get rid of go to settings, go to title. Okay. That all seems fine. Get rid of unused imports. Okay. The center panel contents for, what was it? It's for map select. Yep. Map select. Okay. That all seems pretty okay. Next up is loading map. I don't think I have to do loading game, because that's just one big scene. There are no things. So this is the last one. Loading map. Okay, loading map. New file, center, panel, contents.jsx. No, not .jsc. Here we go. All right. Oh, looks like loading map also needs to be centered. So we can add that one to the list in the center panel. Loading map. Okay. And then that's where we're at. Okay. Center panel contents. Get rid of unused imports. Looks like we are otherwise good now. Let's do the JS doc. Wait, what? Hang on. Did I mess up here? I think I made... Oh no, I'm looking at two different... Never mind, we're good. I just didn't actually update the JS doc on this one. It's fine, we're good. Okay, so let's go to map select and update the JS doc. map select scene, and then for the loading map scene. Okay, I should be able to do loading map scene here. Hey, what's going on, Deontay? How you doing, buddy? Glad you stopped by. I am working on doing some refactoring for my debug game. Loading map. Just about done with the refactoring part, thank God. But otherwise, yeah. That's what I'm up to. What are you up to, Deontay? Okay, so we've got settings scene, graphics, sound, accessibility. That all works. Graphics, sound, graphics. Back. We go to load game. We've got a load game screen. I can load one. I can select a map from here. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Progress. But I don't want to go to the play scene yet because that is very broken. Continue. Continue takes me where I want it to go. Settings still takes me back there, but that does not take me back to the thing, which is something I need to do. Character imports and some in-home exercise. Nice. Nice. I actually just signed on to help Deontay out with some writing for his game and project management, it turns out. I just sort of dove into that part without being asked. But lots and lots of project management for Has Tactics is what it's called for now. It's the working title, but it's coming along pretty well. It's already pretty far as, from what I've seen. New game. Should create a new game, right? Yeah, we've got 5 of them now. Perfect. Okay. Whew. So our play scene is busted. Clearly. So let's stash again and see what I'm missing there. What's the difference between the old play scene, this one, and the new one? Got is primary, span 2, Trezzy Tactics at this point. I don't know about that. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, there's canvas, panels, span 2, panels layout, the title ID. There's a play scene. I'll bet it's that. Maybe. Game canvas, absolute inset 0. Height and width. Is there anything else in here? Play. So the play scene has its own stuff. Let's see. Let's pull that up and see what it looks like in SAS. Play. It's just this. Okay, but we don't have that. That's not a thing anymore. So dot scene, dot play. And I need to go into the app. Make sure that that happens. Wait. Oh. Whoops. Forgot that we stash changes. Let's do get stash pop. Okay. Should be back to the other version. And now I need to do dot scene dot play. Then an app. Make sure that that's getting set. Loading game. Play. Play. Okay. So those are the only 2 scenes that have like special needs, it seems like, thus far. So continue, load. There we go. There we go. We've got a play scene loading. Oh, that's so nice. There's so much space. That makes me wonder. This makes me wonder if maybe I'm designing the UI wrong. Maybe there shouldn't be a right panel. Maybe it should all be on the left. because this looks pretty nice. Like all this extra space, and I've been hoping to be able to provide like a larger play space and to accommodate. Like I've basically been just dropping the UI scale, but this looks nice. What's this game about? So this is actually the one that I sent you the game design doc for a few days ago. It is called Debug. The idea is that you are a software engineer, right? And you, I should probably adjust this camera a little bit. Sorry, y'all. Let's see if I can do it without getting the monitor in frame. Monitor is just a little bit in frame. No, wrong way. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so feed the algorithm. So the idea is that oh, right. Okay, so you're a software engineer. The goal is to get your debugger working, right? So you have an issue in the system you need to fix. Hang on, let me just pull up the game design doc because I'm not explaining. I'm already doing a poor job of explaining it. Okay, so you're the engineer. The main character is the debugger. It's a little robot that runs around. The system that you work within, that's the computer network. Yeah, so you've got to guide the debugger to fix computers within the system by solving Tetris-inspired puzzles. So the original version, Trezzy Studios. Here we go. This is the original version that Ian and I built a couple years ago for JS13K. So if I start this up, I can load one of these. And you can see I can sort of move. I'm using the arrow keys right now, and I can move these tiles around, and I can then place one. And then I get another tile, and I've got the queue over on the right side. So I can place a tile. The robot will go. I don't control the robot. The robot just sort of tries to make its way towards the goal. And then that's it. That's it. You get a score based on it. Now there's like way more complex stuff. So if we go to like payload too large, this one is way more complex than the last one, right? Let's see, that, and then that. And bam, I can send him on his way. And we've got him solving the puzzle on his own. I think level 10 is the one that, like, there's only one possible solution, and it's not, like, it's way more involved than I had actually meant to. Oh, geez, I already messed it up. So the 3x goes right here. The 4x goes here. This guy goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Here. And then... Oh, no! No, I messed it up. Crap. See, there's only one way to do it. You got to do it just right. Let's see. That's that, and then this. There we go. Oh, and he'll find his way down there. Like, it gets hard, man. It gets pretty hard. So, but it's a lot of fun. Like, we had a lot of fun building it, and it's a lot of fun to play, I think. Like, it turned out to be a pretty fun little game loop. Now, this version was so, like, basic, right? There's just not a lot to it. It's not complex at all. So the new version that I'm building now, one is going to have like all the features that a game should have that the original one didn't. So it'll have like sound and proper save files and like settings and things like that. I replayed the first few stages for the highest possible score. Yeah, nice. We wanted to try and do a high score sharing in the original version, but we just didn't have enough because the game had to be less than 13 kilobytes of JavaScript, and we just couldn't fit anything else. But we wanted to do a high score sharing thing. But there will definitely be some like global leaderboards in the new version, for sure. So that's going to be a thing. We're also like new features that I want to build in. One of the big ones is an upgrade shop. So I want you to be able to upgrade your little dude. I want you to be able to upgrade this little robot guy. Also, we're using Alex's Roblox tile set rather than this tile set. This was made by Polydux and I love it. But we have room for some more detail this time around, so I'm going to use it. But yeah, I want you to be able to upgrade your little robot. One of the big things is alternate pathfinding algorithms. So you'll start out with like breadth first pathfinding or something. In fact, let's see if I can pull up. Here we go. Pathfinding visualization. So like breadth first, I think, is the sort of worst one. Let's see. I had a really good example the other day. I wish it was saved. We've got to make the map for it to show properly. Let's see. Okay, so there we go, and then we start. Yeah, breath first. In this one, it's pretty fast. Like, it's a pretty simple thing to find a path through. But if we look at like A star, that's ever so slightly faster. Trace is actually one of the fastest ones that I found in most of my things. Orthogonal jump point makes for some weird things. It's pretty slow on this. Jump point search is another weird one. But the oh, and then there's it's like something depth, iterative depth A star, and like it won't even find a path for a while. But in some cases, it is very, very fast. So we'll cancel that search. Go to best first, I think, is one of the fastest ones on most of these. Trace is the fastest almost all the time. But the idea, because I got way more in depth with that than I probably needed to. The idea is that I'm going to design the levels so that for some of them, certain algorithms, certain pathfinding algorithms will work better than others, right? Like I said, in some cases, iterative depth A star is extremely fast. In most cases, it just completely fails to find a path, period. But that's you know, that's part of it. And then are we looking at the star pathfinding? I hear it got an A in pathfinding class. Ian, so funny. And yes, absolutely accessibility panel, Alex. Like, come on, who do you think I am? But yeah, the idea is that like some maps will be designed so that A star is the most effective. Some will be designed so that Dijkstra is the most effective. Like it'll depend entirely on the map design. And so I want to give players the ability to upgrade their robot with more pathfinding algorithms so that they can like try different methods and basically and try to basically speed run the game in different ways using different tools. So I have a lot of stuff in mind, clearly. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's what we're building now. You design a map so random, Stroll is the most effective. I don't know, but I would certainly be down to try. What happened there? That was weird. Continue. All right, let's load a map. Yeah, and we've got this huge play space. I love this. And I think this might be the better solution than having a right panel, which makes life a little easier for me, actually, because then I don't have to worry about right panel at all. I can just straight up get rid of it. Get rid of the file. Where's it at? Okay. And then what I need to do is just go through the play scene and take the right panel contents, which is this stuff, and figure out how to better display it in the left panel. Finished Tiny Tina's Wonderland last night. Yeah? Was it, did you enjoy it all the way to the end? I know you were having a lot of fun, especially with finding bugs, as is your way. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go to play left panel and just jam some of the stuff in here. for now. Okay, we'll wrap it in a fragment. And I do also need to actually import the components that are necessary there. Let's see. Ran away from me. So that's FPS meter and timer. Okay, now if you're into unusual game stories, I'd 100% suggest it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely on my list as like I might play it eventually game. Like I don't have not looking to get into it super soon or anything, but it's definitely something that I will probably play eventually. Okay, so the FPS meter, I could probably do like a debug overlay up here. Instead of showing it in the sidebar. I don't think there would be anything wrong with that. But I don't like the timer up here. I guess we could get rid of the menu title here. XP routing is kind of rough if you just want to do the story, though. Okay. So we've got about 15 minutes left in the stream. Just one more reminder before we call it here in a bit. There is a button underneath the stream, and it looks like a thumbs up. It's the like button. Go down and hit the like button. It's free. It helps me out a ton. The more people like it, the more people see the stream. The more people see the stream, the more people come to the stream. The more people come to the stream, the more fun I have, and hopefully the more fun you have too. So definitely make sure, go down there, hit that like button for me. Help me out. I really appreciate it. All right. So where are we at? We've got just some junk, basically, over here. Well, and I think we can actually just delete all of these scenes, because none of them need to exist anymore. Does anyone else still see a dislike button? I do. I see it on my screen right now. Please don't press it. I would appreciate it if you did not press it. I mean, I guess if you don't like the content, then you're welcome to press it. But you could also just go away. Like, I don't want anybody to leave. But if you don't like it, maybe just don't hang out. Oh, the dislike button does not help me in any way whatsoever. Compared to the like button, I'd rather you just leave. Oh, boy. All right. So we've got this stuff. I could have sworn YouTube removed those. Yeah, I thought there was something about them getting removed as well. Cancel culture. Oh, boy. Okay, so the FPS meter, I think I'm just going to comment out for the moment. We'll just sort of leave that. And then for the scene manager... No, not the scene manager. I don't need the scene manager anymore either. We can get rid of that whole thing. Which means we can also go into the app and make sure that it's not imported anywhere. Nope, all gone. All gone. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Should I hit the subscribe button as well? I mean, I would love it if you did. I certainly would not complain. Please do if you haven't already. Okay, so I think we can also get rid of panels layout because we're not using that anywhere anymore. Yep. Lots of components that I should be able to just ditch now because we've created lots of new components. Oh, I love this. I love this. The more y'all can compete over supporting me, the better. Please, feel free. Please do. Please do. Oh, man. All right. So we've got the game stuff, SaaS store helpers. Okay. So where we're at now is we've got the... is that we're going to make a commit. Like, why on earth would I not just go to that? That's the thing that I need to do right now. Okay. Center panel, scene manager. Save select. Yeah, I think we just want to add all of these, including these down here, and this. Yeah, because that's for the setting stuff. Okay. Big refactor. Let's do a commit. Git commit. Refactor scene management to panel based control. Seems fine. Push that on up. Okay, that sounds like too much support. I feel like I have to counterweigh this with some heckling. Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay, I haven't already hit it today, but I hit it and it turned red. Oh my god, Ian. You just want me to have more gray hair. That's what it is. I know it. I know that that's it. I get it. I see. I understand. I see what you're doing. Oh, boy. Okay. So what we want to do now is get back around to the animations. So I'm going to go into our left panel. Okay. And I'm going to add Animate Presence in here. Module. What? Import. Animate Presence from Framer Motion. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and let's wrap basically everything with Animate Presence. Okay. The subscribe button is the one with the flag, right? Oh my god. Can somebody ban... Do I even... I don't think I even have moderators set up on YouTube yet. So I can't even... like, I can't even have anybody ban anybody else. It's so sad. It's kind of depressing. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright, so we've got Animate Presence here. So what that means is that we're going to have to go into all of these components. So loading map has nothing in there. That's fine. In fact, we could probably just get rid of this then. Let's see what happens in loading map if I just get rid of that, because it's just returning null. So load a game, select map. Yeah, seems fine. Flag captions issue. You're all the worst. All of you are the worst. I love you. I'm glad you're around, but you're all the worst. Got about 10 more minutes on the stream. Okay, so I need to go into, let's see, we'll go to the title scene left panel first. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, goodness. I think we want initial false on this, because when we first load the title scene, I don't want anything to happen. But then title scene left panel contents, I want to add some motion to it. So we're going to import motion from Framer Motion. I don't know why, but there aren't captions available. Oh, that's weird. Do I have to do something to enable them? I feel like they should be on by default. Oh, these are all buttons. Of course they are. So these... Oh, no, I should have saved all the animation stuff, of course. Okay, that's all right. It's not too bad to add it back in. So we're going to import Framer Motion over here. Okay, and then we'll use it down in the button. What? Nope. Here and here. Motion.button. Okay. So variance. Whoops. Variance will be variance, which will come in from the props. So we'll add that to the prop types. Null by default. We'll add it down here. Variance is going to be shape. No. Yeah, shape. Yeah. Let's see. Apparently, they have to be manually toggled on every time you make a stream? Hang on. Let me see if I... No, we're at the end of the stream. I'm not going to do it right now. But I will go in and see if I can figure that out. Because I just, like, reuse the settings from my last stream every time I set one up. And I should be setting up the next one tonight, so that it's ready for next week. So I will go in and see if I can figure out what's wrong. Okay. So it's initial prop types dot object, I think. We've got exit. Then we've got animate. Okay. So we'll need to add all of those up here. Dot variance. That is a very long character. That's wild. Wonder what language that's from. Let's see. Let's grab those three. Wait, what? Okay. Exit. Initial. Okay. Pull in variance. Oh, we already do. Okay. That gets pulled in here. That gets set here. Let's see. What's the issue you're complaining about? Function? It's a shape. Prop types function? Is not assignable to variance. Where is it a function? Urdu. Huh. Index signature for type string. I have no idea what this means. I'm so mad that I got rid of that other animation version of the button that was working. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay, type function is not assignable to type variance. There's definitely a Unicode meeting about that, and I wish I was a fly on the wall. Finish my tee up just before the end of the stream. Okay. So why? After passing variance one or more motion components, variance props, these variants can be used in place of values on the animate initial. Doesn't say anything about exit, but there is an exit. I know there is. Function. But it's not a function. Like, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Object. There we go. Now it can stop griping. Okay, good. That's good. That's better. Okay, so now... on the button, we also need to add these. So animate equals... animate... and then exit... and then initial. Okay. One of two. According to someone's Twitter status, the thing is actually a blessing in Arabic that is used by Muslims every day. 2 of 2 makes sense to have it as a Unicode character. That's an excellent compression ratio. 53 characters in English, 22 in Arabic, 1 in Unicode. Wow. All right. All right. So I don't need this. It's a motion button now. Okay. So otherwise, this looks good. I think we've got everything in here that we need. So in our left panel thing, we can do button variance, constants. Might go just a little over tonight, because I want to get just a little something in place. Claude Shannon would be proud. Const. What is it? Button variance. Animate. Exit. Initial. Okay, and so for these, I want like x negative 100 VW. Well, that's not right. 100, not one. What the butts? There we go. So that's actually wrong. I want this to be 0. Okay. What was... I think I've eaten too many Oreo products today. I know that feeling. What was today's fortune? Give me just a second. I will pull it out. Let's see. Variance equals this. Ba-dum. Bum ba-dum bum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. Okay, can we... Okay. Well, we're not getting exit, so I think I need to add exit before enter, but I don't know if this is actually going to work the way that I want it to. I think it's actually going to complain about it. Yeah, we're not getting exit before enter. Probably because we need to add keys to these things. Let's see if that helps at all. Strange to me to see animation handled this way and not with CSS rules. Yeah, it's the thing is that with CSS rules, like I would prefer CSS in most cases, but the thing is that if you do your animation in CSS rules for like component mounting and unmounting, so like when a component shows up, it does this animation. That's fine, right? But when it exits, it doesn't work right as well because you have like timing is divorced. So I have to create my CSS style animations, and then I need to in my JavaScript, I need to write something so that when my component unmounts, it's like, okay, figure out how long the CSS animation is and don't unmount until that happens. Otherwise, I would 100% be using CSS animations. Like, I would very much prefer to be using CSS. But, well, that's not working. Okay. So, well, that one's not even one that I care about. Title scene, left panel contents. Okay, so we've got our buttons. Our buttons have their variants, and they're working for animation, but they're not working for exiting. So can't animate something that doesn't exist. Exactly. And that's the problem right now. Is what I need is for when this component changes, right? I need it to say, okay, we're going to animate these things exiting, and then we'll animate the new stuff coming in. Like, that's what I need. Okay, so let's do the settings scene. Let's add the variance into that too. pop them in here for now. Variance equals this. Okay. Yeah, so we get things animating in, but we don't get them animating out. Now, they all have an exit animation. I don't know how long, but I think it's been at least 5,432.1% longer than your 1 second. Okay. So we actually pulled 2 fortunes today, so I'll read you both. The first one was a duplicate that we pulled quite some time ago. They are never alone who are accompanied by noble thought. There's the first one. The second one is things are turning for the bright side. And with that, I probably need to call it. I don't know how much more work it's going to take to actually get these things working the way that I want them to, so I'm going to call it for the evening. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Y'all know how much I appreciate it. And if you don't, let me tell you right now, I appreciate it so much. Like, I appreciate it so much. You're wonderful. You're all wonderful, beautiful people. I love having you around. I really appreciate you coming out for this stream. It really does make my day. It's a lot of fun having you here. So if you haven't already, last reminder, go down, hit the like button. It's free. It helps me out. It costs you nothing at all, which is the definition of free. But it also helps get more people come to check out the stream. Puts the stream in front of more people's eyeballs, and then they come hang out in the stream, and I have more fun, and hopefully you do too. So go hit the like button if you haven't already. Otherwise, yeah, this has been maybe not the most exhilarating stream, but I feel pretty accomplished for as much as we got done, because we got done like that entire refactor, which is pretty cool. And I think we're in a place that we'll be able to get the animations working right the next time we do. So, anywho, it's been real, and it's been fun, and it's been real fun. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, see you soon.